Is it weird that I don't care if my 24F partner, 29M, cheats on me anymore? For some context, we've been together just under 2 years. He cheated on me on multiple occasions through Snapchat last year, and I found out in August and was distraught. Up until then I thought I had finally found my soulmate. It really was, and still is, aside from the suspected infidelity, a fairytale relationship. Outside of his exploration on social media, he treats me like a princess. He's always encouraging me and very helpful and never turns down a date night. We spoke about the infidelity in depth and he and I both agreed we wanted to stay together and work it out. I had been struggling with the mental spiral of the fact that I had no idea it was going on and everything seemed perfect at the time, so how was I to guess something was up? Sometimes when I've brought it up when I'm drunk or if my mind has been particularly harsh that day, just searching for reassurance. After the conversations I had come to the conclusion that he has some variation of a Madonna whore complex. As he wasn't sleeping with me at all, and consistently rejecting me yet still showering me with love while also looking elsewhere for some kind of sexual satisfaction. I've labeled it, outsourcing his kinks. A bit after this, we had finally got our sex life back to what I would consider a healthy stage. We're pretty close to having a house deposit together and we have a dog together. Last night he fell asleep with his phone in his hand and I asked him if he wanted me to put it on charge. He said yes. I'm not proud of this, but I did a little snoop just to scan for names when I came across an open archived chat thread on WhatsApp with another girl that he has never mentioned before, but I have seen her in his follows. The messages seemed like some had been deleted because the conversation didn't really flow, but he did also get a new phone recently. The one that stuck out to me was him asking her if she was free that night. He was with me the whole day, so I don't think he was planning to meet up with her, but I don't know the context of the conversation. All of his previous infidelity has stayed online. At the time I got really anxious and stressed and asked him about it, instantly saying something along the lines of, "Why are you archiving chats with women on WhatsApp?" To which he responded with, "I don't know." Later on I asked, "Are you doing it again?" He said, "No." Then I said, "Well, it seems pretty shady to archive it if you have nothing to hide." To which he responded, "I don't know what to say." We went to sleep after that and this morning he got up early for work, so we haven't spoken about it. I haven't cried. I'm trying to believe him, but it just doesn't add up. This almost seems like a turn-off as opposed to a soul-shattering event like last time. I'm feeling more confident in myself than I was last time and I am embarrassed for him. But I still don't want to leave and see a future for us, but I can't understand why he finds it so hard to be loyal to me when he's the only one I want. My point is, this time I'm feeling indifferent and I'm wondering if this is normal and why I'm not stressed out and how to approach this. Have respect for yourself and leave. Being alone is better than being with someone who makes you feel alone. You may be feeling indifferent because you don't care anymore. Time to go. Damn, you're 24. Why are you doing this to yourself? He just doesn't care for you or love you that much, sorry to tell you. He doesn't respect you and you're making it easier by not respecting yourself. I was your age in the same situation. It's way better to leave. Do not buy a house with him. Indifference is the opposite of love. This is weird as hell, please help me make sense of this. I, 27 male. She, 27F. So, my girlfriend has been texting her boss's wife to try and help out their marriage. I read in the texts on her phone that the wife has asked to do sexual stuff with my girlfriend with her husband in the room, aka her boss. My girlfriend's response to that was, "Sorry, I'm only interested in men. Why do you like women?" I tried to scroll up and they were talking about their abortions, and right before that the conversation cuts. I woke her up to ask her about this and why is this women making passes at you and why would she think it's okay to have your boss in the room too? She said, "Did you read past the abortions?" And I said, "No, there's nothing there." She deleted messages with this women. And I asked her why she deleted the texts and she said it wasn't something for me to see. I'm like, what does that mean? She said it's personal stuff. In my mind I don't understand what two women could be talking about that's so personal that your partner can't see. Also, I have a suspicion that the boss is trying to move in on my girl. The wife and the boss know she's in a relationship. I'm so confused. IDK if she's flirting with the boss behind my back because her coworker caught a text saying baby on it from him. He asked about it and told him to keep it on the low. I confronted her about this and she said, "He's sending me messages his wife sends him to help him figure out what's going on with his wife." I don't know what the fuck is going on here, this is all messed up. If sexual acts around her boss is okay for 2 to see but the rest is not, then the only solution is to get out of that relationship ASAP. Because that can only be even more revolting than it already is. Run, dude, run. And don't look back. I see more issues in your relationship than there are of National Geographic. Nothing good is going on. At least not for you, that is. There's obviously a lot you don't know that your girlfriend is not telling you. Whatever it is, you should reconsider the relationship if she can't be honest with you. She probably deleted texts that confirm she's already slept with the boss. I think he, 30M, was stalking me, 28F. Not sure if he was, but please give me advice. The guy I've been talking to got mad that I didn't pick up a video call. I was helping my uncle load his truck when he called. I said I'd call back cause the place I was at was sketchy and I didn't want to use my phone. When I got back into my car, he tells me he won't ever call me again unless I initiate a call. He then starts to say he won't chase no one. I told him what was he talking about? Chasing who? Me? He says these are lil games. What does he mean? I said I'd call back. I told him I was going to call him later, I just wanted to be in my car so I can hear him well. He then goes off saying, it's all good my friend. Like seriously? Calling me a friend? When he has always called me cute nicknames. I told him I'd be going to the gym. We go to the same gym. He said he wouldn't because he's pissed off. I didn't respond to him. I go to the gym with my brother for about 1.5 hours. As we leave, I see his car approaching where I was about to cross. My brother noticed his car and tells me. I cross the street to get to the parking lot and he leaves and honks. I know it was him, but I have doubts. Was he stalking me? Was he trying to see if the gym was full to work out? Sometimes he asks me if it's full. I'm lost. I'm more concerned about the part before the gym. He seems very manipulative. Sketchy. This man will end up being abusive. The signs are as clear as day. This is how my abusive relationship started. Weirdo GTFO, run away. Serious stalker vibes. You two are just talking, so there's 2 options. He is ... insecure and this all will be resolved by talking about it and him admitting his bad behavior. Or ... not worth keeping around. Should I 22F asked for feedback after a bad date? 22F 24M. I went out on a date with a guy the first met from a dating app. Before the date, we were constantly talking for a week straight. I thought the date was going well, it ended around 3 hours in. He told me afterward he was picking up more friendly feelings rather than romantic one, and I told him I was okay with it and thanked him for being honest. After a few hours, he unmatched me. Is it weird if I text him and ask for feedback? I'm okay with being friends, but I just wanted to know why it suddenly went so downhill. Edit. Thank you everyone. I decided to just move forward and forget about it. To answer some of your questions, I am an average girl, not overweight or underweight by any mean. Throughout the date he kept saying he was nervous. He also put in a lot of effort by bringing snacks I said I liked along. I didn't feel any crazy chemistry but also didn't think it was bad. Totally caught me off guard considering how hard he tried with me for a week, the efforts plus the family stuff he shared on the date. Objectively, when someone say that they're picking up more friendly connections, it's probably because they're not physically attracted to me, or it could be a million different things. I think my ego didn't let me accept that yesterday. Thanks for some tough love. Reddit less than 3. Short answer. No. When a boss or a professor evaluates you and gives you feedback, it's so you can work better within the specific demands of that workplace or that university class. Their advice wouldn't necessarily translate to other workplaces or other classes. All you could get out of this guy is why he didn't get what he wanted out of this date. It's not going to help you with the other guys you'll surely go out with. P.S. Picking up friendly feelings likely just means you were trying to get to know him while what he wanted was for you to seduce him. You and he probably just had different motivations on this date. You trying to find a like-minded soul for a relationship, him just trying to get you into bed as quickly as possible. He already told you what happened. He didn't feel it in person. Sometimes you just don't feel it. As an earlier poster commented about job reviews, this ain't that. Performance reviews are metrics we can strive to meet. You went into the date, presumably, being yourself. Asking for feedback is essentially asking, what don't you like about me that I should change? Take it for what it's worth. He was feeling friendship vibes, not romantic vibes, and let that be it. You're not going to romantically feel every date you're going to go on, and neither are they. And there is nothing wrong with either of you. No. It's not a job. The gift of feedback is illusory and often not actionable in the case of modern dating. Just move on. No, it was a date. Asking him to do a Yelp review about it is weird. He gave you feedback, he wasn't interested in you romantically. Just shake it off. Move on to the next one. You'll have plenty of first dates that won't go anywhere. It's just about having the right attitude and showing some perseverance before you find the right person, no big deal.